So, good evening, everyone. Hi, everyone. This is week 2 of our 6-week program, Declutter, Organize and Optimize Your Home and Your Mind to get ready for 2022. And this is our week 2. So, how did your first week go since last Monday? What did you do? What did you take the time to do? Did you really take the time to go through the big decluttering of your wardrobe and your entrance? For me, I admit that I started a, a week before last Monday with my wardrobe, and it was a big part. So, anyway, I decided that as I talked about this as a challenge for the week or as a program for the week, well, I decided that I'd had a second look in my wardrobe and in my drawers, and I sorted out a little bit more to declutter a little bit more. And in my entrance, that is also part of my dining room, I did a serious decluttering there. And I did a lot of sorting. I took away stuff that just took up space and that I didn't really use. I mean, it just took up place and it wasn't that neat. And I like it when things are neat. And in the closet, I sorted out also, and I took the time to rearrange my baskets and the shelves. And I got the window cleaned and as well as the curtain, and I even took the time to redimension the curtain to give it a new look because I wanted to have this new look. It's a bit light, it's a bit lighter, and for me the proportions are way better. And now my closet in my entrance is happily breathing after a thorough cleaning with Marseillais black soap with some drops of lemon essential oils in it. But I really would like to hear how you did go along with this week. I will just check if there are any comments here before I will go any further. So, no comments, so we will just continue. So, this week, as you know, we are going to talk about the kitchen and our bedroom. So, let's get started and let's head over to our kitchen. Don't do it right away, you have the whole week to do it. And as the last time, as I went through it when I talked about our wardrobe and our entrance, it all starts about selecting, sorting, decluttering, because I'm sure that even in your kitchen, there may be things that you have double or you have three of I don't know what that you don't really use, but it just feels comfortable. It feels good to have them there. So why don't go through your dishware, the glasses, the pots and pans, and the kitchen utensils, because they may need to have a serious overlook. Avoid to keep the things that you don't use anymore. Give them a new life by giving or selling them, or even why don't just redirect them and make a new usage of them. Of course, don't forget your spices, oils, and vinegars. And consider sorting it out and look at the dates too, because old spices may not be as strong and tasteful as they used to. Of course, you can still use them, but they will not give you what you need and what you seek for. And also, of course, consider your fridge and your freezer if you have some more time. I know it may seem to be a rather ambitious program, but with a bit of methodology. I cannot say it. I've stumbled over this word several times, but I wanted to use it. So, with a bit of method, it's easier. You will get along fine, I'm sure. So, I suggest that when you start in your kitchen, open a cupboard and then take everything out to really sort and find out what you want to keep, what you want to give away, and what should be thrown away because no one else can use it. So I suggest that you clean your cupboard right away, because this would allow you to reorganize everything right away, and you will avoid having everything on your countertop. Because if you empty and take away everything from 3, 4 cupboards, and you just put everything on your countertop, I'm sure that it will feel rather discouraged. You may feel rather discouraged, and it's not what we aim for. You have to feel encouraged to do this, and you have to keep the energy high to go through this. So we will avoid having this overwhelm and proceed the same way with the spices, oils, and vinegars. And as I said before, check the dates. And lastly, you have your fridge. Do the same thing. Take things out, have a look at the dates, and why not reorganize your fridge? Don't forget that the vegetables should be at the bottom, and everything, the eggs, if you keep them in your fridge, are in the top, as well as the yogurts. And also, please do me a favor and then keep separated your cooked meat, your cooked meals, and the non-cooked materials, because the uncooked materials may have or may contain some, how could you say that, some, I don't know how you say it, I don't think it's a mic. I don't know how to say it, but it may contain something that may sort of impact what is already cooked, and it's not good at all for your health. And don't forget to clean, of course, your fridge too. And here you can put a whole lemon if you want to in the water, because it will take away smells and odors. And of course, if you haven't been in your freezer for a long time and you have some energy left, go through this too. As I said, even if it may seem to be a large project, well, you'll see that with some good organization, it would be a piece of cake. Well, almost. But you could also decide to take a section one at a time, the upper cupboards, and then the next time the lower cupboards, or go by category: dishes and glasses, pan, pots, utensils, condiments, spices, fridge and freezer. And it can be done, as you can see, either take out 2 whole days or 4 half days. It's up to you. And if you are all alone in your home and you are very ambitious, you can do it in one day. I have done it once in one day, and I'm not ready to do that again. I know I'm very enthusiastic when I do this, but even though at the end, even for me, it wasn't fun, and I want to keep it fun. So I will take out 2 days personally to do this myself. So now, as promised, I will tell you why I've chosen to take the kitchen in this second week of decluttering, organizing, and optimizing. Well, I have chosen this because I add in the Feng Shui factors, the criteria of Feng Shui. So, what about kitchen and Feng Shui? Well, the kitchen in Feng Shui governs our health, our own health, as well as the health of our family, because it is here that we cook. And a good kitchen, good plates are the basics also of good health. So that is why. Of course, there are other factors that we should consider in Feng Shui to really optimize a good Feng Shui. It would be notably the location of the stove and sink, once considering the other, and in fact the location of the stove altogether. But these are factors that I'm not going to talk about, because it is not at all what this program is aiming for. We are here to declutter and really change the energy in our home only by cleaning and cleansing. And already this is a good big step in the right direction. And as you can see, this will leave you the time to do the second room this week, and this is your bedroom. You can do it you can do it 1 or 2 days, or spend 1 or 2 days on this, depending on what you want to do. In your bedroom too, it's a matter of decluttering and selecting too. Normally in this room, it's not the room that is overly furnished, if you could say so. But there may be some big things, some big stuff to do. It may be cleaning the curtains, the bedspreads, cushions on pillows, headboard, the bed in itself, the night tables and lamps. Perhaps you should even check your nightstand, because if you are like me and you when you finish a book you just put it on the shelf or in the drawer, well, it just piles up and you never put them back on the shelves, the bookshelves again. So take the time to do this too. So once all this done, I have a little ritual that I do in my bedroom. Once everything clean up, I just take out my essential lavender oil and I give it a little in the room, and it really sort of, I don't know how you can say, put the dot on the I, or it's the, I don't know what to say, but it's really what I like to do, to really have this feeling that everything is okay and now everything is ready for me to spend a good moment in my bedroom. So let's get to the feng shui part of this. Why have I decided to include the bedroom in the same week as the kitchen? Well, it is because this room too is very, very important for our health. It is essential via a good sleep. Sleep is directly associated with our health and performance. A good night's sleep, a good night's sleep allows us to function optimally in our day-to-day life. With a good sleep, uh, with not enough sleep or a poor sleep, well, for sure, in the short run or in the long run, our body and mind will pay the price. It is really essential. And as for the kitchen before, there are of course other criteria to consider for a good feng shui in our bedroom. But I will not discuss this in this program because it's rather big. So here we are just focusing on the organization and optimization of our homes and mindsets. And it really starts here with the cleaning and cleansing. All that said, if you want to know more about Feng Shui and how it works, well, you can find more information on my website, penelconsulting.com. And also, for you who want to go even further, I have created an online masterclass, Do-It-Yourself Feng Shui and Hygge. It's a very easy and fun to do program that you can use really to optimize and harmonize your home, to allow you to be even stronger and grow stronger in your home. You can also find the information about this masterclass on my website, penelconsulting.com. And of course, please do contact me whenever you want to know more about your possibilities to progress in life with Feng Shui and Bazi. Bazi is the other part of the study of energies. Bazi is Chinese astrology, and it is, how could I say that? It is a study of our unique, how could I say that, energetic imprint that we have from our birth. I will really be happy to offer you a free call to allow you to perceive how I can help you progress and attain your life goals. And let's just check if we have any questions before I will end this second week program. Well, until next Monday, enjoy your mission for this week. I know that I will. And also, take care.